All right, what is up, guys? It is Monday, the 16th. I wasn't able to make a recap on the Friday, but I'm going to be making a recap for the Friday, February 13th day, where I did get break even on a trade. So I'm just going to hop into the high time frame bias before moving into the actual trade I took. And so we can look at it through the 4 hours. So first, we have to note that we edged these highs, making us more bearish. We came down here, we tapped out some of these lows. We tap this fair value gap and we kind of hold it. And so logically, what we want to see if we're looking for a trade is we want to go to where price is likely to head, if that makes sense. So this 4-hour gap right here is a very good draw because you can see that we're kind of stalling around this low. And if we are going to push lower, which is kind of our idea now, is that we need to see price push into some kind of bearish a bearish fair value gap, a bearish order block. It needs to tap something bearish. So going into the day, my logic was I want to see us go to take this 4-hour gap, and then from there we'll produce lower lows, lower highs, maybe go lower. But I want to take along to that. And so the logic is that you need to see strong bullish confirmation before taking a trade to those highs. So going down, scaling down, we see that we're kind of just chopping all throughout overnight and through London session. And then at New York, we do have a data high that was produced as well as a data low. And so off open, we take out data lows, create a huge wick, sweeping out also lows from pre-market, nice 5-minute close, and then we move up towards data highs. So my logic for the day was that these data highs are right here. We also have more stacked up highs. If we look at this just in general, this is all low resistance liquidity, which given enough volume, we should go and take out all these highs, which we ended up doing, just not in the way that I obviously anticipated it. So going into the 1 minute here, a lot of people took something like this, where they took a close off the 1 minute to that data high. I think this is a pretty clean trade. It is in a range again, and I took a trade in range, so I can't really talk much, but this is more of a, not the type of trade that I look to take often, but I do think it's a solid setup, pretty clean, with, the possibility of actually taking it higher, but obviously didn't play out given kind of chopped after. So what I ended up taking was not that, but I took a close around here. I actually got a bit of a better entry, so like down here with a stop around here, targeting the 4-hour gap. I assumed that we would just flush past data highs and go a lot higher, which given the context of the 5, 15 hourly charts was probably just not a great idea. I was more predicting that we're going to move higher, which ended up playing out. But it's just not confirmed. Like price is most likely going to wick back to your entry. You're going to get break even, and then it may run to your draw cleanly, or it may just chop your draw. In this case, it chopped, but it can do both, right? So I entered here. I went break even as immediately as we took the data highs, which I think is a very smart play. Came back into range, and then obviously then kind of got off for the rest of the day. Once I take a trade, I'm locked out, so not too worried on that end. So that is the trade I took. What can I learn from this? Well, first, you cannot predict that we're going to go and take this 4-hour gap. Although the idea is good, you need strong confirmation when you're when you're really bearish like this. You need confirmation that you're going to go higher. Assuming we were very bullish on all time frames, right? Like very, very bullish, you can take some of this to that high and it's probably valid, right? You probably will get, a win from it. But given the conditions, given the fact that we're ranging, given the fact that we hadn't really confirmed that we're going to go higher and that we just swept data highs, the likelihood of going back to your entry and just kind of chopping around or really just not deciding, price not deciding on where to go is going to be the outcome for these types of ranging markets, right? So that is how I ended up playing, how the trade ended up playing out. Not too mad about it. I like the fact that I managed my risk well, but it is a learning point to where I don't think I should take something so close to these highs unless these highs here, unless it should flush to it right away, right? We don't need to flush to those highs right away, and that's the logic of why this trade didn't play out. So $0 in the day, and we're looking to trade another week, give recaps. So thank you for watching.